One of the cool things about traveling without a plan is that you kind of end up in interesting places. I basically had no idea where I was going. I was just driving randomly down the road, and I've come to this really cool town called Volant. It's kind of unfortunate that I didn't come over here earlier because pretty much all of these shops are closed. This is really interesting though. They've got like a train here with tobacco products and alcohol. Well, I pretty much walked the whole town now. I went from the far side down that way and I walked all the way up here. Just a few blocks, honestly. It's not huge at all. And up here, I can get a close view of this horse carriage that the Amish will ride in. I've seen several of these as I've been driving through the area, especially up New Wilmington side. Probably saw like 5 or 6 today, just on the side of the road. The thing that I've realized, I think I started off calling this place a little bit boring and uninteresting, not much to see or do, but I think that there isn't really such thing as a boring place. I mean, you know, life here for me might get boring after a while of living here. Honestly, maybe these 2 days is all I need to, you know, explore the area. But at the same time, like I was saying, I don't think there's a such thing as a boring place. I think when you visit places like this, you just have to maybe dig a little deeper and just go off on your own and, you know, search for things. Because honestly, all of my search results, all of my Google searches, all my research didn't point me anywhere near this town. And this is really cool. It's something that I'm glad that I discovered and not something that I would have wanted to miss, say I was traveling through the state. Sort of the one downside I will say about Pennsylvania, or basically anywhere I've driven through here, is that there are almost no sidewalks. Like, it is not walkable at all. But in general, you know, things are so spread out here that you wouldn't really want to walk anyway. Well, I think that's probably all I'm going to see for the day. I just chatted with those people that were sitting on the porch back there and trying to see where they're from. They're from Pennsylvania, but they're not from this area. They're from Greensboro. But yeah, nice people, you know. They're telling me like how different this place is from California, you know, and I can't agree more. Life is so much more at ease here. People are definitely a lot more easygoing compared to California. So as I was driving home, I just stopped by this China Banquet, China buffet. I wasn't looking forward to eating fast food again, so I couldn't resist the Chinese food here. $8.55 for lunch and $10.55 for dinner. That's a pretty good deal. Get something like this in California, it's probably gonna cost you $40. Owner is really nice, or the guy that I talked to that worked there is really nice. You know, it seems like the Chinese community is not that big here, because he's like, oh, I haven't seen you before. So it sounds like he's quite familiar with everybody here. I brought my food up to the register, gonna pay for it. I accidentally left my wallet in the car, and then he ended up giving me the food for free. So really appreciate it. Thank you, China Banquet. Next time you're in the area, come visit China Banquet. All right, it is now the next morning, and I'm headed back out into the Amish community. So there's one place I want to stop at. This place is called Apple Castle, and they have a lot of like Apple products. When I was working yesterday, some people at the company were telling me that this place is owned by Amish. However, when I was looking at it online, it kind of looks like they do have like a lot of modern technology stuff. So whatever the case, they do have a lot of interesting Apple products, like apple cider. So we'll head over there real quick and give the place a try. So this is their apple slushie. I think I want to try one of these. Gosh. Looks like this place even has their own bee colony inside of the store. This is cool. So they actually have a tunnel that goes through the wall up to this platform here. So I just picked up 2 apple donuts. One was like an apple maple glazed, and the other one was like a classic apple donut. And then I picked up this apple cider slushy. As you could probably see, it was extremely messy when I poured it out. All right, before I move on to the next location, let's give some of this apple cider slushy a try. Tastes like apple cider. Okay, and the donuts. So let's see, this one is the classic apple glazed donut. Has a really nice, like, cakey flavor to it. Let's give this one a try too. This one is the maple glazed apple donut. I like this one too. Really sweet though. a lot of sugar on the top. All right, for our next location, there's a furniture store. This one is for sure open by the Amish. It's just like inside their house. I drove by their shop last night and I saw someone looking in the window, like, what are they doing pulling up to my house in the middle of the night? All right, this place is called Byler's Furniture. I believe both these homes here and the shop on this side are both owned by the Amish. Anyway, I believe all of this furniture up here is all handmade, so I'm gonna go take a look around. So I think one interesting thing to note about this place is that there's no electricity at all. Like, no lights on the ceiling. All the light comes in from the outside. So this place is actually a lot more complicated than I had thought. So inside this building here, this is like their wood shop. So all of their equipment that they're using, the saws, are not electrically powered. They're actually powered by a diesel engine that runs pulleys down in their basement. So the guy in the blue shirt over there, he took me downstairs and he showed me the diesel engine and the pulley system. And so all of these pulleys are connected to the machines upstairs. So, you know, as soon as they need to operate the saw, it's a little more convenient than I thought. I thought all of these were like, you know, I guess I'm not sure how that would work, like a hand-pulled saw, I guess, or something. But no, it's a little more convenient than that. No electricity, you know, it's really quite a fascinating way to live for me. Now, my next stop here is a quilt shop. This might be something I can buy and take back home. I'll have to see how big they are. Byler's Quilt Shop or Tinner's Quilt Shop. Saw a couple different names on Google, but the sign over there says Byler's Quilt Shop. I actually just went in and I bought a couple coasters. So I was thinking I might buy one of their quilts. However, they're actually quite large and expensive. I think one of the ones that I was looking at was like over $700. So I just got these small, put your cups on them, forgot what they're called, coasters, and also some slightly larger hot pads. So anyway, that about wraps up the portion of the video for today. I'm going to come back, or I'm going to try and come back tomorrow morning. There is apparently a really big auction where they say 4,000 Amish people from the community are going to come and participate in this auction, and they're going to be selling off furniture, quilts, a lot of their other handmade items, food as well, I think, if I remember correctly. So I think it'll be really interesting. All right, I have just made it to the auction back up here in New Wilmington. I stayed back in Pittsburgh last night, but I drove back up here. I didn't know about this before I came, but I tried to do a tour with a lady, Simple Life Tours or something, but apparently she was sick, so we couldn't do the tour, but she told me about this event. So believe it or not, this is actually my first time attending an auction, any type of auction. You can hear the announcer over there calling out all the numbers, the bidders. Sounds pretty cool. Before I head over there, I wanted to show you guys something. Over here is where all the Amish have parked their carriages. Now, the one question I have is, how do they remember whose is whose? Do they have like their names written on it, or does it matter? Do they just all share it? But they put like blankets on it, I guess, to identify them maybe. I think it's so interesting though. You look on this side, it's like you've gone back a couple hundred years, and then this side, it's all the cars.
You okay? 25, 75 and a half. So $25, 1207, 1207. Back on the right. With 2 and 3, 2 down 3 and 3 to the bid, 2 down 3 and 5, 3 and 5 and 5 to the bid, 3 down 5 and 5 to the bid, 5 and 7 and a half and 10 to the bid, 7 and a half, 10 down 15 and $15, 10, 12 and a half, 10 down 12 and a half and 10 to the bid, 12 and a half and 10 down 12 and a half. You want to buy them? 10 bid, 12 and a half, 12 and a half. So $10, 703. And how many would you like, ma'am? Takes 4 of them. A backup bidder, ma'am. Would you like to pick any for $10 a piece? Just one. What's your number, ma'am? 787. Give her one right there in the front row.
So it sounds like they actually have a couple auction tents going off here. And then I'll walk down to the other side a little bit more and see what else they have got around here. Got some toys for sale on this side. $304, 2 times the money. A lot of farm equipment for sale on this side. Looks like what? Are these horse saddles? Oh dang, they even have kayaks for sale. Here's all the, looks like different wood cutting tools.
Quarter 225, I believe it, with 208, sold it, $200 right here, number 865, 865.
I think this is one of their generators. Pulls the pulley system, kind of like how I talked about yesterday. So you're using this and then it spins each of the buckets of ice. Alright, just got a cheeseburger and a big piece of roast chicken. I'm going to take some napkins and some utensils. I found the parking lot for all the horses. It's just like driving a car, almost. So I saw them grilling these barbecue chicken thighs. Look at that. Oh, it was so good, man. It's really smoky tasting. I wanna wander out of the valley where the river takes us far away from home. Time to ponder in the fields around me, where there's nothing but the breeze and the great unknown. Leave your worries and your suitcase. All you don't need, nothing but you. So don't throw your hopes, start on wishing well. It's your heart's desire, carry you. Come and see. Well, I think I'm going to wrap up the video here. It'd be cool if I could actually go and participate in one of the auctions and buy something, but you know, I have a flight in the morning tomorrow. So anyway, if you like the video, help me out, click the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.